The Raleigh Major is coming up soon, and if you aren't excited yet, first and foremost, guys, what are you doing? How are you not excited for the Raleigh Major? But if you needed a little extra juice, don't worry, guys. I'll give it to you. Here's 7 compelling storylines, facets, pieces of the event leading into it that I am excited to see how they're going to play out historically. We're watching a little bit of apparently Jack point of view here as we talk about some of these first points. And I got to tell you, this Dignitas decal has really grown on me. I think it's because Jack has been absolutely disgusting while playing on it, as he's going to slow play this one here and just create some chaos. The first point I want to talk about, I titled "It's Been a While." It actually has to do with our buddy boy Jack here, the American, and his former teammate in Chronic. It's been a while. There are some players who have won majors in the past, but they haven't been able to do so in quite some time. Is this going to be the event that they're going to do it again? That they're going to summit the mountain? Apparently, Jack and Chronic, of course, did it back in the 22-23 fall major alongside Nolly. I hope he comes back sometime in the future. Hope he's doing well out there. If you're watching the video, Nolly, what's going on, bud? Any new tattoos? There's some other players who it's been a while. Seiko and Juicy, right? They go ahead and grab Eugen, the young Frenchman, and they won it back in the 24, the first split there. Even a player like Rise, where maybe Twisted Minds is a little lower down the pecking order of teams that could do this, but 21-22 Spring, Rise, and Moist Esports were able to pull it off there. Even a player like Justin, who all the way back to an infamous Season 8 World Championship. Hope Justin's back and ankles are doing okay as he's entering the UNC stage of his playing career here. So the fact that we have so many players who could potentially do it again, of course we have our front runners, NRG, Carmine Core. But maybe one of these teams, some of these players are going to be able to do it again. Who knows? That's why you watch the games. It's never quite as clear as we think it might be on paper. Second, only 4 LAN debuts. That's crazy. The whole SSG roster and Eugen. That's all we got. That's all we got. Of course, it's exciting to have the players that we do have, especially since all of them are so good, and I'm very interested to see what is going to come of their rookie campaigns. If you want to hear my opinions on that SSG roster, as Jack is going to get the go-ahead doink here to put them up 2-1 on Team Vitality, you can go watch the video I put out on SSG about a week and a half ago. Pretty happy with how that one came out. You guys seem to enjoy it too, so thank you so much if you watched that one as well. But only 4 debuts between Kofor, Reveal, Scribbles, and Eugen. That's the fewest we've had in quite some time. In Birmingham, we had 6. Sosa, Stizzy, Diaz, Raziers, Swift, and Torres. What's Torres's numbers? Is it 8832? I can't remember. In London 2024, we had 5. Not too many, but more than 4. Same with Copenhagen 2024. We had 5 as well. The last time we had 4 was all the way back in the Season 5 World Championship. Justin, God, he's old. Chrome, iIgnite, and Jules. Next, let's talk about some of the shiny new orgs that we have gracing the field. The only new org, like bona fide new org, is Virtus Pro. My understanding is that they're most famous for Counter-Strike, right? I don't know if there's another random esport that they're known for. Jack is going to get way up ahead of this one and send this one ahead. 250K, a 250,000 Twitter followers there who will be exposed to Pro Rocket League in a way that they haven't previously. International Rocket League, a little bit of a zen touch there by Jax. He tries to just burn some time and get that ahead. And the other one's TSM. They're not new, but it's been a while since they've been on the major stage. I think the last time was Season 9, if I trust my notes. And a couple million, 2.1 million Twitter followers for them too across all of their pages. So it's pretty cool that we have some new orgs, a lot of new fans who could be graced by international high level carball competition. Excited to see what's going to come for those two teams as well, especially Virtus Pro. I feel like they really have a chance to, contend for a top eight again in the same way that they were able to in Birmingham. This one's about to come to an end right here, and real quick, this Dignitas roster. Aren't they exciting? I've been very impressed by them. I'm hoping to get out a statistical video that's gonna come ahead of the major, and we'll talk a little bit more about this Dignitas roster. But man, they are really, really stand out. If you were to just take an anonymous look at all of the teams, you'd think that this Dignitas team were one of the better teams in the world. I think the names on the nameplate, some of the history that we have for them, kind of shades our perspective a little more negatively on this team that's had a very good second split. But Stizzy doing it all. I mean, look at everybody getting involved, even Jorius as a table setter for this Dignitas roster. Let's jump ahead to the second game we are going to spotlight and talk through some of these other really exciting points, including some all-time records that are on the line. Atomic point of view as NRG takes on Gen G. One of the stats that I have for that statistical video I'm going to talk about is the amount of shutouts that teams have either doled out or produced. This NRG team really have Gen G's number. Gen G has only been shut out 8 times, meaning they scored 0 goals. Over the course of the split, it's only happened to them 8 times. 6 of them have been NRG. So every other team, they really know how to get the offense flowing. There's just something about this NRG roster that really gives Gen G fits. But Atomic point of view, let's talk about some of the records that could be broken here. Monkey Moon and Vatira can tie Turbo Pulsa for 4 all-time LAN wins. It's impressive that Turbo has held on to that for as long as he had. Of course, the Dignitas dynasty back at the beginning, the Dignitas and Gale Force dynasty, that is, if I recall it correctly, although I could be confusing Gale Force with another historic org there before Dignitas picked him up. And then the NRG win as well for Turbo. It's crazy that he's held it, having been out of the esport professionally for several seasons, especially since they only played so many LANs back in the day. Crazy dominance from him. But Monkey Moon and Vatira can tie him up at 4. They both have 3 a pop. Torsas, I had tweeted this a couple of days ago. Congrats to him. Has extended even further his LAN record of most appearances at international events. This is his 16th out of 21 total RLCS sanctioned events. What's that, like 70, 80 some odd percent? Not very good at math over here. But JNaps at 14th has now been surpassed as he is retired and moved on to an assistant coaching role with Shopify Rebellion. Some players who were just behind Torsas with 12 total behind his 16 are our first killer, Atomic, who are watching here, and of course the American, apparently, Jack. Vatira could produce his 7th top 4, which is best for all time. Atomic, First Killer, and Rise are right behind him at 6 potentials. Atomic, Monkey Moon, and Rise can tie K-Dop at 6 finals appearances. And I got to tell you, I think it's pretty likely for one of Atomic or Monkey Moon. Those are 2 very good teams. I've dipped a little bit on Vitality. I've held them in very high regard all season. At a certain point, they just got to show me a little more, and us a little more. They've had a big loss to essentially every team in the region there, which is not good. Despite some of those records, or alongside some of those records, Carmine Corps could pull off the repeat. There's only 7 players who have had 2 LAN wins in a row. Those are Turbo, K-Dop, Violent Panda, Zenrados, and Alpha 54. We all remember that. And then Raleigh. Raleigh's already won 2 in a row. He could get 3 in a row, which would put him in even more rarefied air. Only Turbo has won 3 in a row previously, and Raleigh could be the second all-time, which is so crazy for a player in his essentially second season here. Tough giveaway there for Atomic to let Jin Ji on the scoreboard. Speaking of Raleigh, we got a lot of young guns. We have 11 players out of our field of 48 who are 18 and under. Raleigh, Atau, Stizzy, Eugen, Daniel, somehow. Daniel's been playing forever. Mata, Swift, the twins, who just celebrated a birthday, I think like a week ago. Happy birthday to Rawas and Kalirs. Naupo and Sphinx. That's feels like pretty even distribution. I'm even trying to compare it to, some legacy traditional sports. Like, I'm a big NBA guy. Even in this Pacers Thunder matchup, we're seeing two very young teams. The Thunder, of course, the youngest in the league, as I understand it, with an average age of like 24, and the Pacers are only like 28 or 29. Wild for two teams to be there. But yeah, we got some really good teams who are very young who could do some real damage here. So it's exciting that our esport continues to adopt new young names all the time. You got to stay at the top of your game because there's always some young, hungry players who will come and try and take the throne, as one of our old guard and Justin is going to get demoed by Atomic on the backside there. NRG in kind of a tough spot, 10 seconds to go. Atomic tries to put one low. Daniel going to pop it. Atomic and Beast Mode both up for this, and somehow Daniel is able to get that to go on a pretty broken play there by NRG. They got to be thankful that they were able to get that one to roll in. This matchup here is 6 Americans. Let's talk about some of the countries that have participated in one lands previously. Players from these countries have won RLCS majors or world championships. The US, of course, Canada, shout out JNaps, Italy, Cuxer 97, Norway, is that Violent Panda? I think it is. Scotland, Scrub Killer, France, a lot of them, England, several, Netherlands, no one, that one's Violent Panda. Then who's Norway? Sure, I'm just completely blanking on a legend, and you guys are yelling at me in the comments right now. Sweden, Turbo. Spain, Mark by 8. Morocco, Raleigh and Itachi. Belgium, Atau. Those are the only 12 that have won them. And, we could have some repeats of that. We could have Stizzy becoming the second Spaniard ever. Atomic with a K, perhaps. Or we could have some more of the same. Question is who is going to be able to rise to the occasion with their roster and get it done. A couple more records that I forgot about while we're in overtime real quick. Atomic and Rise are the only players in RLCS history to have above 300 LAN games. Vatira's going to cross the threshold in this event. He's at 296 right now. And Rise, the only player above 400 total tally. Vati and Atomic are very close. It's very funny how often Rise pops up when you're looking historically at all-time lands. He just has found a way to consistently be in attendance and get some of this done, and that is a crazy pop ahead by Atomic, who's just flowing here on the ball. And those are my 7 guys. The countries, the KC repeat, shiny new orgs, as Atomic's going to lace that one. I was looking at my notes. Let's go back for a second, see how he was able to get this one to go. The young guns, the land debuts, the records, and the it's been a while section. Guys, what are you most excited to see about this event? Is there a specific team or player that you're excited to see if they can make history, if they can cement themselves and extend or create a legacy for themselves? Speaking of extending or creating legacies, if you've stayed around this long as I show the scoreboard here for you, my goodness, Daniel, please calm down. a little bonus number 8 for you guys if you're still around. Did you know that Jack and Exotic have the record? Well, have tied Garrett G for the record for the most straight LAN appearances. This is going to be their 10th. Those are the highest active streaks as well, Jack and Exotic. So not only are they tied for the most ever, but they have the longest active streaks. Right below them, this is going to be number 9 for Chronic. Nali and Itachi had also hit 9. Drufinio, Vatira, Rise, and K-Dop had 8, and Kami had 7. Guys, thank you so much for checking out today's content. Leaving some messages in the comments down below. Excited to type back to you guys while I should be doing my job. By the way, work's going well. Thank you for asking. It's very kind of you. Excited to see you guys at Raleigh. If you're going to be there, I'm going to be there as well. And let me know. Hit me up on Twitter if you're going to be there. Let's meet up and come up with a secret handshake. Guys, it's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much as always. Hope you had a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all of you. I know that's a big part of my audience. All you dads out there. And until next time, guys, take it easy.